2020 is finally over. 2021 will be the new 2016. It's fine. 2022 will be the new 2016. 2023 will be the new. 2024 has to be 2025.
2025 is just 2016 rebranded. I'm here to prove it. Pinterest is the new Tumblr. Matcha is the new pink drink. Labubus are the new fidget spinners. The Lorax is the new Shrek. Are you following? Flush is the new.
Fucking sucks. Oh no. I broke it. Yeah, well, 2026 is definitely not gonna be 2060. God damn it, bro. Just for a stupid joke. Just checking if the stock market is doing good so I can maybe buy a new monitor this time. Because I don't have a job. The economy sucks. Memes are brain rot. I hate my life. But let's talk about 2016. The year where everybody apparently lived in LA. YouTube vlogs are popping off. And people who look like this are doing bottle flips, dabbing, and then cracking the local fine shit. And then they go out and play Pokemon Go. Genuinely peak of humanity. But is that actually true? I mean, memes and internet culture doesn't just make an year. That shit does not mean that you're gonna get a job in 2016. I'm sorry I said the J word. And after thinking a while about this, I feel like you can pretty much rate any year based on these topics: internet culture and memes, music, the economy and the job market, politics, the movies and TV shows that are coming out, new technology, gaming, the current aesthetic, social media as a whole, any global event, and like personal life. I mean, did you know there's a literal subreddit out here called the Fuck 2016? Every single post made here was 9 years ago. Rest in pieces 2016, you were no one's favorite. If 2016 was a person, we will miss you 2016. Haha, not. Fuck off! Now the easiest way to figure out if people had good humor back then is to just watch or try not to laugh from those times. Like this one with 24 million views. Clearly it was popular back in the day.
Normal people's duck face. How I do my duck face.
Yeah, it's really not that hard to make me laugh. I mean, 6'7" makes me laugh, and I'm Unk. I mean, I'm giving it a chance though. This punchline better be amazing. This is literally a Simpsons clip. Nah, man, nah. John Cena memes in the big 2025. This is so fucking bad. It's still going. It is still going.
He could be in this very room. He could be you. He could be me. He could even be John Cena.
Bro, well, clearly funny things did happen back then as well, but what are the memes? Brain rot has always existed. People just gave it a new name and think, oh, Gen Alpha is so cringe, they are looking at brain rot. Back in my days, I used to look at Kermit the Frog and Harambe and... Bro, actually looks like straight up like boomer memes at this point. It reminds me of troll face at this point. But something I realized after watching this is that there used to be so many things that used to bring us together. That's the part of internet culture that I think is genuinely superior. Like the mannequin challenge or even the bottle flip challenge. Tell me the last time there has been like a challenge that everybody's doing. I mean, the fact that you can even fit all the memes that happened throughout an entire year in a 4-minute video that was really slow paced tells you how long each meme lasted. And nowadays, nobody's on the same page. There's no one game everybody's playing. There's no one challenge everybody's participating in. I don't know. In terms of humor, 2016 was it was not that good. In terms of like, I guess, community, it was so much better. In terms of internet culture and memes, I'm gonna rate it a 7 out of 10. Let's talk about music. I think we all know what vibe 2016 music gave us. It's like you are a teenager in LA. That's literally the vibe. Everybody's happy. Happy music as a genre has completely died. If you listen to a song from 2016, it's just gonna make you happy. And like, to be honest, a bit too happy. I mean, I remember there were literally videos about the fact that it felt like every single artist was using the same freaking beat for all their music. It was so freaking repetitive that people like Shane Dawson were probably making theories about how they are brainwashing you because they're all using these same frequencies and these same melodies. That's how they connect to your subconscious and bullshit like that. But just to check if my memory is serving me right, I'm gonna watch this video called Top 100 Best Songs of 2016. Yeah, it's basically exactly what I thought. It all sounds the same, and it all sounds amazing. Honestly, I would rather have half of this come back than it just dies forever. Yeah, I'm gonna give 2016 music 9 out of 10. Now, this all sounds great. We were listening to some great stuff back in the day, but what were we looking at? Right now, what I'm looking at is my new monitor that I got. I borrowed it from my brother, but back then, we were looking at some banger movies too. Deadpool came out in 2016, Hacksaw Ridge, Now You See Me Too, Stranger Things came out, first season of My Hero Academia, Game of Thrones was still ongoing back then, Doctor Strange, Captain America Civil War. Okay, this has just made me realize what's basically going on here is this is peak Marvel. This is when the euphoria is high, Marvel is still going strong, nobody's woke. And I'm not saying being woke is a bad thing, it's just when you constantly berate every single movie with wokeness, well, there has to be some stupid mess. It gets annoying. Movies aren't meant to be propaganda, it's just supposed to be good stories, and that's what it was. But it's not just about being woke. The entire superhero genre is just so goddamn oversaturated. So realistically, I'm not gonna just shit on 2025 here. I think all movies, even now, are good. It's just Marvel sucks now, because I do see a lot of remakes and just superhero slop. It's just that slop keeps getting worse and worse and worse. Remakes are still dominating more and more and more. But even back then, it's not like 2016 was the best year for movies. Oh my god. But I still think it's a solid 8 out of 10 for movies. What about video games? Let's check that too. We have Uncharted, Persona 5, Batman, Dark Souls 3, BioShock, it's a remake. Overwatch was Game of the Year that year. If Overwatch was your Game of the Year, I don't know much about how good that year was for video games. These were the contenders for the Game of the Year back then. Doom, Overwatch, Uncharted 4. Uncharted 4 carries hard here. Mafia was trash. Yeah. Wow, this is crazy. I genuinely thought 2016 was an amazing year for games. But we cannot forget about the one game, Pokemon Go. Man, I remember. I didn't even have a Pokemon Center or whatever the hell it was called back in the day near my house. So I had to go walk all the way 2 miles away from my home to go to my nearest Pokemon Center. My mom would be like, yo, what are you doing? You're not going alone. I'm like, I don't care. I gotta be a Pokemon master. I gotta catch them all. Oh, and then you play Pokemon Go with your friends, bro. Oh my god. I remember this one time me and my friends went, and one of our friends, I don't know why, he didn't have shoes or something. I don't know what it was. And he wore my friend's Crocs. And now my friend's Crocs didn't really have any grip on it for some reason. I don't know why. We weren't even broke or anything. But anyways, now my friend is wearing Crocs with no grip. We are going further and further away from our house, and starts raining, and we were on some dirt. Rain falls, and now that dirt is mud, and now my friend doesn't have grip on his Crocs, and now he's just, this is him. My guy has dirt all over him. He is dirt. It's still raining. We just go to a random building apartment to get some cover. It is chaos. We are still playing Pokemon Go. It's just peak, man. But in the last decade, 2016 doesn't even hold up to so many goated years in terms of gaming. It's a solid 7 out of 10. After looking at the stuff we had in 2016, we have to pay our respects to the headphone jack. You remember the headphone jack? You remember how goated it was? You remember how good those times were? You could actually charge your phone and use a wired headphone. You could use a headphone like this for your phone. They took that away from us, those dickheads. In terms of tech, nothing happened, which is the best thing about it. I'm of the firm believer that technology is fucking us. I mean, every single year, new stuff comes out. We are getting more and more divided. We are getting more and more isolated. Now we have AI, and I don't think shit's any better than it was back then. I definitely think it's exciting what's going on with technology right now. It's just, I don't know if I want more advancement in AI especially. Back then, I don't think we had to think about all of this. There was no doomer mindset because nobody cares. It's all science fiction, far away in the future. And now we are realizing it was only a decade away. Robots are here. This is a tough one. Tech is a tough one because tech obviously keeps progressing. But the question is, how much do we want it to progress? I don't even know. I don't have an answer. I like AI. I don't want to live without ChatGPT now. That's the problem with technology. Once you have access to something that was greater than before, you don't want to go back. You don't want to say, oh yeah, take away my phone. Yeah, take away ChatGPT. I don't care. In terms of raw technology, no aesthetic, no themes, I think 2016 is lacking. I do think technology should have stopped, but I'm not going back to those times. It's a 5 out of 10 for me. I'm sorry. Let's talk about politics. Now, first of all, Donald Trump became president in 2016. Now, one thing's for sure. Love him, hate him, that was one of the funniest, most entertaining presidential elections in the history of all elections, in my opinion. But at the same time, I feel like this is where the radicalization began. Everybody was either extreme right, extreme left, and it just kept going like that. I mean, we can literally see it right now. Like, there are racist people who are completely okay with the fact that they're racist. I remember back then where if you called somebody racist, it was like, oh no, they called me racist. Now it's like, yeah. Sydney Sweeney goes on an interview. She's asked, are you a white supremacist? If I had to say something, I would have said it. It's like, bro. On the flip side too, we have woke people who are like, yeah, show them kids that people cutting their dicks off is a good thing. I want my kid to be a lesbian. Nobody back in the early 2010s was talking about cutting off dicks or being racist. This shit just became real extreme, real sudden. And it was the beginning of 2016 that made it happen. Now, even though it began in 2016 was still fine. The economy, on the other hand, even better. The inflation rate in 2016 was 1.26%. It's basically non-existent. I mean, think of the last 5 years. I remember when a McChicken was $1. The unemployment rate was 4.9% and actually decreased to 4.7% by the end of it. People were getting jobs. I mean, you can see how insane it has been. Look at these 4 years, man. The average inflation from 2013 to 2016, 1.5, 1.6, 0.1, 1.3. And then we have from 2020, 1.2, 4.7, 8.0, 4.1, 2.9 compared to what it was. Oh my god, bro. Oh, I wish I was an adult back in the day. I wish I was. It was a bull run in the stock market. No signs of recession, depression. It was great. Rent was actually affordable. Let's see if any major wars started in 2016. The Afghan War, which started in 1978 and is still going on. Well, I mean, you can't blame 2016 for that. That's like 1978's problem. Let's see a war that started in 2016. Oh, there's one. The Oromia-Somali clashes. Hundreds of people were killed when more than 1.5 million people fled their homes. The conflict ended in 2018. There's some rebellions. A lot of stuff was happening in Africa, wasn't there? Yep, another one in Africa, the Pool War, which caused 82 deaths. I mean, listen, small skirmishes will happen and keep happening. Compared to now, small skirmishes like these sound like peace times. Honestly, it seemed very peaceful. So basically, we are comparing two wars currently going on. We are now attacking Venezuela, apparently, to some small skirmishes in Africa. Economically, we have crazy inflation in the last 5 years, and back then we had 1.2% inflation. More jobs were being created back then. Now, if you lay off like a few thousand people, congratulations, your stock is gonna go 10% up in one day. You have increased shareholder value. They are very happy. The stock market is doing great. The economy is amazing. There's no war in Ba Sing Se. Overall, I think politics, economics, and global events get a 9 out of 10. Yeah, I mean, let's be real. Compared to now, they were literally in heaven. We were in heaven. What am I talking about? I was alive. You may not be alive. You may be 9 years old. I'm bad at maths. Hold on. 13. I was living my peak life, wearing clothes like these and having phone covers like these and having phone backgrounds like these. Yes, I'm transitioning to aesthetics. This, in my opinion, is the best part about 2016. The colors. Everything was so damn colorful back then. Basically, I feel like people had personality. Now you just wear black, gray, white clothing and it's like no rainbows. They made rainbows gay now and nobody wants to wear colors. Instagram filters were cool. Like, is it just me who can like associate a color with an ear? Do any of you have that sort of autism? Or is it just me? Like, if you ask me the color of 2022, it is gray. It is so gray. 2016 was definitely the pink, white, and purple kind of year. Yeah, I don't think we need to talk about this one. Aesthetics get a 10 out of 10. And I feel like those aesthetics were exaggerated because of social media. There were a few people who were really making some good content back in the day, but I feel like as a whole, content is better now. Like, I could literally pull up any video from 2016. Most of them were just playing video games, just talking absolute nonsense and then uploading that. Vlogs were huge, but it was mostly just a whole bunch of this shit. Let me show you. What's up, bitches? Today I'm gonna do a vlog like the 1000 vlogs I've done before this. Look at me walking into this room pretending I've never been here. God, I'm so artistic. Look at me looking at this window. Now I'm gonna be all up in your face and talk about some stuff that doesn't even make a lot of sense. And that's it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I guess the point I'm trying to make is if you show a kid who doesn't know anything about the world a piece of content that was made in 2016 compared to a piece of content that was made recently, people 100% say the 2025 content is better. There's a reason why Mr. Beast blew up, but just straight up social media apps like Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, oh, they were so much better in 2016. 2016 Instagram was literally just you posting stuff and not worrying about the fact that you're kind of fat and you're kind of ugly. Who cares? Just put on a filter, post a photo, be happy. Now everybody wants to make a reel. People are just marketing shit. Everybody looks like a model and everybody is racist as fuck for some reason. That doesn't mean it was not the same back in the day though. I just think it was more authentic, but it was still toxic. I think content wise and like social media as a whole, I will give it a solid 7 out of 10. Maybe a 8 out of 10. But yeah, it's somewhere around there. But where does that leave us? Real life experience. I think all of this is bullshit. I think if you were a struggling person, maybe you were poor, maybe something bad happened, you were not having a good time. And some people didn't even have anything bad happen to them. But they were just in a rut, depressed. That's what I really think it all boils down to. We have seen time and time in this video, people were complaining no matter what. Nostalgia most likely have blinded all of us into thinking 2016 was peak and everybody was really happy. And I think a lot of us do know this. It's not like we are stupid. But goddamn, some of you really need to stop putting your personal happiness depending on what the general populace's verdict is on how good this year will be. Or was. Like, who gives a shit if everybody on TikTok is saying, oh, this year was trash, this year was this. You're in charge of your own year and how good it will be. Build your life up so well, your base so strong, and no matter what bullshit happens in a year, you are always living life like it's peak. Now that all sounds amazing and motivational, but I think the truth is somewhere in the middle. I think yes, you can build your life up to be amazing. But then there are genuinely some years which are just peak. Like, you cannot just ignore the fact that the economy sucks right now. You cannot ignore the fact that there are so many wars going on and people being killed. The fact that civil war might just be a possibility. There's so much bullshit going on in the world. Yes, there are things that are out of your control. Yes, those things do dictate your year and your life. Yes, authenticity gets harder and harder to find every day. Yes, social media is more toxic, and yes, you are getting addicted to your phone. Yes, you should go out and touch grass, and yes, change is necessary. But at the same time, none of those things are stopping you from being happy right now. Unless you are dirt broke, poor, and you actually have no food, and your stomach hurts right now, or something really bad happened, there's no reason for you to be giving up, being sad, or feeling miserable. Your everyday life doesn't belong to some politician, some president, some crises, some influencer making a comeback, or having a downfall. It belongs to you. So maybe 2016 wasn't the best year ever. Maybe it just felt like it because we were all younger, and we didn't know how bad it could get. But on the flip side, 2025 literally could be somebody else's 2016. Because yes, you don't control every year, but you do control your own version of it. So overall, how good was 2016? It was alright, I guess.